welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name's Ella. You should definitely like and subscribe. Click the notification bell so you don't miss any time I upload, because YouTube is rude and doesn't like to put things in your subscription box. If you want to see more of me, you can follow me on any of my social media. It'll be linked down below, and it's just ellabeeswim. That'll be somewhere on the screen, and it's all down below. Today I just wanted to show you guys some things about college that no one told me, and I thought this would be really helpful just for all of these incoming freshmen, no matter what school you're at. I feel like this is very general, or not general information, but information that can help you no matter where you end up. So let's just go ahead and get started. First, can we take a moment to appreciate like my hair, makeup, outfits actually done for once on camera? Like, who am I? Like, I'm normally looking straight out of swim practice, kind of rough, but today's my last chapter for sorority of the year, so I was like, gotta look cute. Top is Forever 21, earrings are Baba Bar, bracelets James Avery. I believe my boyfriend got this on Etsy. It's just like a birthstone one, and then my last two are Claire's, just if you're wondering. So some of my biggest tips about college, I did write them all down, or just things I felt like so I can keep organized. Just things no one tells you, I feel like, is the amount of sleep that you will get is non-existent. So like, and your nutrition level is going to plummet unless you really watch yourself. I'm lucky that I go to a campus that's really large, built on a giant ass hill. Like, it goes like this, the entire campus. And so freshman 15 isn't really a thing at Texas State, but the amount of walking you have to do is insane. Like, I do not go to class if I don't have tennis shoes on. Like, I can't, the walk is not okay. Like, my first class is a full mile from my dorm. So think about that. Also, the whole thing with the no sleep, that's where I was mostly going towards, is the amount of projects and how hard school is in college compared to high school. I took all AP in high school, and college is still kicking my ass. So that's just something to think about. It's really hard. Your teachers do not care about you, and everyone is out for themselves. Like, I guess I'll just go through this like multiple points at a time, but people don't, like, your teachers don't care unless like you're in a really small class. Like, I have one English class that like my teacher taught it twice. Like, she taught the first prereq and then the second one, so I got her again because I really liked her. But like, those classes were really tiny 8 a.m.s. There's like 13 people in them, so like she knows us really well and she likes us. But last semester I had a class of 400, and my teacher doesn't know any of our names. We don't even know our TA's names. Like, they don't care. Like, they're just here to teach that 50-minute class and go bye. So that's one thing, is like in high school, teacher is just like, they tell you, like, your teachers tell you that they don't baby you, but they baby you so much compared to college. But then also, I feel like teachers in college are also a lot more lenient with certain things over high school. Like, high school, if you're late, they're like so rude to you about it, and like just things like that. And they're always so rude if you eat in class. But all of my teachers in college are like, bring a snack, like you're gonna get bored. Like, I know you freshmen do not have the attention span for this. So that's one thing. And like, teachers in college understand life happens, and I feel like that's something in high school that like people don't get because everyone's so immature. But in college, like, teachers understand life happens, and like, that's one thing that like I really appreciate. So that. You will be paying for classes that you do not want to take, so that's the only bad thing about college compared to high school, unless you went to a private high school, or if you're on a full ride somewhere or something. There are classes you're not going to want to take, but you need to find the motivation to go to them, because I think it's so rude, especially like if your parents are paying for school, or if you're on a full ride and you don't go to class. Like, who are you to just like throw the opportunity away, especially if there's so many people that like around this world who will never have the opportunity to even like get through high school. Like, I think you need to be grateful for what you have. So I say reward yourself for going to that class. Like, that after that class, you're gonna go do something with your friends, you're gonna get like a coffee, you always bring your favorite snack. Like, do something to make going to that class worth it. Things like that. You need to make time to go to the gym or join an activity. do something super physical, because especially if your campus isn't like very like large, I feel like that's when you can either get freshman 15 or you can get almost depressed, especially if you go from like a super active high school, like you played all these sports to just sitting in your room. Like find something to do, even if like you don't make the team, do intramurals, do clubs, like, and that's how you'll find friends, because in college, it's the first time you're probably away from your hometown, probably away from all your friends and family. So joining things is going to make it so much easier, especially if you join like things that are mostly freshmen, because they're all in the exact same boat as you, like they're experiencing all of these new things for the first time. So you guys can all do it as a squad. My next is you're gonna meet people from all over the world, and that is one of my favorite things about school. Is like I lived in a diverse area. Like Houston, I feel like is very diverse, but the high school I went to was not. So I feel like college is just great because you see people from literally all over the world, all over the state, all over the country. Like there's so much more of a variety and diversity. Like even if you do go to like some teeny tiny private school, like I feel like there is still going to be more diversity than there probably was at your high school. So I think just take that like with a grain of salt, I guess, and get out there. Like don't close up and sit in your room because you don't know what to do. I think you should use that to get out there and really just experience life and make new friends, because you never know like where other people are coming from. So that's one thing. It makes you grow up really fast. I was decently self-sufficient at home, but nowhere near compared to where I am now. Like you have to wake up yourself for your classes. There's no parents, no friends texting you, no carpool, like you walk yourself there. So like you have to wake up for your own stuff. You decide when you eat, you decide what you eat. So all of those things are really good things to think about, and you decide if you party, if you go to sleep, who your friends are. So I think living at home or even in high school, like people are a lot more judgy, like all like the bad kids that party and stuff, those are like the popular kids in college. Or not really, I feel like the popular kids are the smart ones because everyone wants to be friends with them because they're the only ones that know what's going on. But the ones who party seem to have like the best social life and things like that. So I definitely think you need to watch yourself. Like I'm not saying don't go out, but do everything in moderation, because in the end you are here to learn and make connections, like for whatever job you seek to get. I'm not saying be all about school, because if you're all about school, like grades don't get degrees, connections do. So what if you're an all C student? If you have great internships, great personality, great, like you just are awesome at like going up and talking to people and starting a conversation, that will help you so much in the job field. So I think like don't stress yourself if you don't have like, if you're not valedictorian, you don't have all these great test scores, if you're the bottom of your class. Everyone has things that they're good at, but I feel like society just doesn't know how to like acknowledge them yet. So I wouldn't get heartbroken about schools that you get rejected to, because if they reject you, you don't want to go there anyway. Just be like, bye, like don't need you. So I'm sorry, this is my breakfast before my 2 o'clock class. On to nutrition. I really recommend, I show this in all of my videos. It's right there. It's my 40-ounce large, wait, there it is. It's my 40-ounce large water bottle from Marshall's. Even if you have a small campus or a large campus, wherever you go, drinking water or Gatorade, Powerade, something that is like, you need to be always hydrated, especially because college I feel like is so draining emotionally and physically. Like you're having to wake yourself up, you're probably pulling many all-nighters. Like I have so much concealer on and I still have these bags, so that's something to think about. I really don't like my hairline today. I straightened my hair last night, but it's really not doing what I wanted to, but that's besides the point. So I definitely think you need to have, if you have snacks in your dorm, I recommend having only healthy snacks. Or not, I'm not saying like you can't have chips and things, but don't put any candy, nothing like that, because that's how you get into just bad cycles. I recommend getting like fruit cups and jellos, fruit, because the dining halls never, like, especially if your parents come up, like, be like, hey, can we get some fruit, because they'll probably buy you fruit over candy. So like dining halls food is okay, but there aren't a lot of healthy options. Like the only options, like, I know my school has for fruit are bananas, apples, or oranges. So, and that can get really old really fast. So I recommend having some sort of fruit. If you like different dipping sauces, like peanut butter, things like that, I recommend having that. Because you can always just take that to the dining hall and grab an apple, and then you can slice it up and have apples and peanut butter, like things like that. I think college also makes you appreciate home. That's one thing I never really noticed from it, but it really did make me, I missed my parents so much, and I'm an only child, so I miss them when I just like go to sleep over somewhere, but I miss them so much going to school. I made me miss my dogs, and it made me just miss like knowing where I'm driving, things like that you don't really think about. Just like knowing like where you are, like being in a foreign town is kind of, it can be pretty intimidating sometimes, so it's just something to think about. I also feel like college has made me grow so much as a person. Like if you knew me in high school, you know that like I'm definitely a control freak, still am, pretty uptight, not anymore, but I've definitely mellowed out a lot. And it's definitely, college makes you realize who your friends are, like your real friends, at home and at school, because everyone has their own agenda in college and you need to have one too. I definitely think like it's great to have friends, it's great to have a great social life, but you need to be out for you. Like you need to be doing whatever it is that like your goals are. You need to be making those before you do anything else, because you're paying so much, or your parents are paying so much, or you're taking out loans to be where you are. So I think you need to be doing whatever you can to get yourself ahead. I'm not saying run over other people, but you need to do, like if there's an internship or like a summer trip, take that internship. Like it's going to help you in the long run. Sure, your friends may be kind of pissy that you didn't go with them, but the internship is going to help you in the, like, with your career. And if they're mad that you take an internship over hanging out with them, they're not the friends you want. That's the tea. I've definitely gotten a lot of questions about what's it like living with a roommate. That's one thing no one in college tells you about. No one, like, no, I feel like no one knows how to explain it, because like even if you go on friends with them, you probably won't be friends with them in college, just because you are going to make so many other friends. I really do recommend at least going with someone you know, so then you don't end up rooming like with a random that you hate. Like they could be really weird and you just don't want to put yourself in that situation. And if you do put yourself in that situation, I recommend just joining a lot of clubs and things like that, so you never have to be in your dorm. And I feel like being in your dorm sucks. I feel like this is just a large prison cell. I hate being here. I hate like sleeping in a dorm. Like it's not even that I miss having like a large room or anything. I just like to be out and doing stuff. Like I'm such a night owl. I want to use every single hour of the day. So the whole thing with having a roommate and stuff, you're also gonna learn how to share, and you're gonna have to learn how to set like boundaries. And I'm an only child, so I've never done that. So it's definitely like, oh, okay, like you like to do this at this time and I like to do this at this time. Like the lights should be off at this time, things like that. So, and you just have to get used to other people's habits, which can be hard. I'm lucky because my roommate's really quiet. She doesn't really do much, but I definitely think like it's really good that I'm really involved, so I'm never here, because I know like neither of us have ever shared a room before, so we both like having our own space. So it really works out that I am never here, so she basically has her own room. If you want me to be honest, she basically has her own room because I'm never here. But that's not a bad thing, because I don't like to be in the dorm, so it works out for both parties. And then with things in your dorm, don't bring so much crap. Like you think you're gonna want it, but the second you get here, you realize you probably won't need it. Like you really won't. So, like, I brought my record player. I used it a lot first semester, haven't touched it second semester, honestly. But, like, the thing underneath my fridge, like, I'll link my room tour down below if you guys want to see that. But I have this storage unit under my fridge. I was like, I'm not going to use that. Use it every single day. I filled the entire thing with food at the first of the semester. So, it's just different things that you think you will use or won't use. I never thought I'd use a vacuum. I vacuum almost daily because living with two girls who have really long hair, we have hair everywhere, and our friends are always over, and they're both, and like some of our friends, like some of like my swim friends will come over, like I'll have a whole group of come over and we'll hang out before practice, and my guy friends are like, they don't understand that there's just hair everywhere. Like if you live with a girl, you know, and they're like, what? So I like to vacuum, and I love Clorox. I was never the type of person to clean at home. I Clorox every single surface like weekly because I don't like germs. So also, college is where you are going to get sick. I feel like this is my last and final point, my most important. You will probably get sick a lot. I have this great third world country immune system, and I got sick once first semester, and that was just really creepy to me because I never, ever, ever get sick. Like, knock on wood, I never get sick, but it just happens coming, like, especially even if you come from a really large 6A high school, your college is probably still going to be bigger than it. And even if it's not bigger, you're with all new people, so like your body had gotten used to those high school germs, and it's gotten used to like the kind of general amount of people. But from college, people are from all over, and you have people visit from all over. So I recommend always having a first aid kit, and in that first aid kit, obviously like Band-Aids, Neosporin, that kind of jazz, but also have like Tums, ibuprofen, like NyQuil, ZQuil, Tylenol, like have an array of things like Tamiflu, all that stuff, because you're gonna get sick. Going to the doctor's really expensive. No one has time to go to the student health center, and their hours suck. So I recommend, just if you can have your own pharmacy in your room, do it. You can be the mom of your friend group. So yeah, I hope these things were helpful for what no one tells you about college. I hope you guys have a great afternoon, morning, or night, wherever you are. Definitely like and subscribe. Give it a nice thumbs up if you like this video and you want to see more things college related before I get into my fun summer videos, because I only have 2 weeks left, thank God, because I'm ready for summer. If you are, you should definitely give this video a nice thumbs up. And bye guys, I hope you're doing great wherever you are.